So if you're just hearing this for the first time, you may not quite understand. And if you don't, please don't get on here talking crap. Just go back and look. But after doing that getting a sample size from the last video, which was my first time depositing money onto the site in over 10 years. The reason I did that is because someone told me when they used crypto, for some reason the site, no matter if crypto is going up or down, when they send it, they're always getting less money. They're not getting it fully deposit. So BetOnline is basically stealing parts of people's deposit, and again, taking small bits where people are not really noticing or really caring does add up. So they are stealing deposits. But after taking my money off of making those 3 deposits, just doing a little test run, and confirming that they're stealing deposits, I pulled my money off. And when I pulled it off, I looked today, and magically I have a $10 bonus. So I was like, all right, I'll use the $10 bonus. So I enter this small tournament 3 times. When I entered this tournament, out of the 200 something people that supposedly registered for it, of course I get sent right in between 2 in-house accounts. Well, 1 in-house account and a push account. Push account is basically one of those accounts that always seem to beat you no matter what, and on calling everything no matter what. So I got sat next to that. As soon as I got on the table in the tournament, my very first hand, I pick up ace 10. But I also see that I'm playing next to these 2 suspicious accounts. So I call it out. I don't call that particular account out. I just say, up 2 scams. And of course, one of the scams reply. And that very hand where I have ace 10, they jam on me with king queen preflop. After my raise. So I raise, they jam, another person calls the jam, I call, and magically the other person has ace 6, I have ace 10, they have king queen, and on the river they hit a queen. So I enter again, second. Now my rule is to only enter tournaments once. A very few times I've entered twice. But I entered twice, so I entered again. And I avoided that account. So I avoided that account. They moved me to another table, but they put me right next to another suspicious account. So it's not this one that's in the screenshot, but it's another one. And I call that account out as well, not by name, but I call it out. And then they proceed the same thing. They proceed after my raise. They proceed to jam with straight garbage. I think it was like Jack 5, Jack 6 offsuit. And I call, and they win. So they win. But I should have known, because again, for the last week, my first week back, ever since about 6 months ago, I've been losing every single hand. And that's no exaggeration. Well, just about every single hand, and that's no exaggeration. What I mean by that is I'm losing 99% of hands, 99%, no matter what. So I come back, I enter on the tournament 3 times because I only have a very small balance, and I just really can't believe what I'm seeing, because I mean, I can believe it, but it's like it's like they don't care anymore. It's that obvious. Like they don't even care to hide it, hide the cheating, the scams, the colluding. They don't care. So I hop in a 3rd time, and I avoid every single hand, no matter what. I folded King Jack suited because one of the suspicious accounts was in the hand. So I'm avoiding everything with everybody. If you jam, I fold, and that's pre-flop, because I understand. And if you have seen any of the previous videos, you would understand where I'm coming from. You would actually see where I'm coming from. So this particular hand, I flop a set. And of course, now if you go back for the videos alone that I posted this week, you'll see that almost every hand is a bad beat, and it's usually me getting a set, flopping a set, and they having a higher set, or I flop in the set because I have the highest set, and then they're running runner, the straight or the flush. So as you see here, I avoided playing the suspicious accounts. So this is what I get. So it's like, it's no matter what I do and how I play, it's 100% loss, no matter what. They have literally blocked me from winning, period. I've played a few hundred hands this week alone. And what I mean by that is, I'll go look, but I've played a few hundred hands, more than 300 hands. And out of those 300 hands, realistically, I've only probably won about 11 to 10 hands. And that's like with zero type of value of anything. Because any hand that I try to show aggression with, regardless, I'm losing. But even any hand that I try to show aggression with, bigger loss. Bigger loss. So, as I'm playing these tournaments and losing and losing and losing, I'm also playing this. Yes, a little bit of cash. Small, but it's still $4 because, again, I only had like $10 and some change left on the account. So I'm having to fold everything left and right, just losing left and right. I start with $4. I get to, $4.03. That was the highest magically. And then from there, it's down, 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 down. So I'm at my last like $3 or something. And I have 5, 5, 7, 6 suited. Now, these are hands that people were beating me with left and right. Like, I'm getting sets of aces, sets of this, and sets of that, and losing. I'm getting full houses and losing because they have a bigger full house. So at this point, I was like, whatever. I'm just going to play it. And I play it. So I flop a set. I flop a set. I flop a set of sixes. And then I river a full house. Now we're running it twice because we're running 2 full boards. And they beat me 2 full boards. They have Jack, 7 something. So on the first board, they get a full house, as you can see. And then on the second board, they get a fucking straight. And this is the same time as I'm doing these tournaments. When I say this site is rigged and it's a scam, it's rigged and it's a scam. Stay away from Bet Online. Just stay away.